called Good Eats on Tuesday. And tonight, on Food Network at 10 o'clock, is our 10th anniversary show, which was taped live in front of a gigantic audience in Atlanta, Georgia. Our 10th anniversary, we actually passed in July. And as I was planning the event for this weekend, I thought, well, I can go cook some stuff. Great. It's not like you haven't seen me do that before. 238 episodes of Good Eats. What haven't I cooked? You've seen. But I've been doing a lot of thinking in the time since we crossed 10 years. Because I never thought we'd make 10 years. 10 years is a lot of time. I never thought I'd have gainful employment for 10 whole years. And when we crossed it, I started thinking, well, what have I learned in this amount of time? What have I actually kind of come to believe about food? So I decided instead of, burning a steak or popping popcorn in the microwave or something, which, could be fun, that instead I would share with you a 45-minute little talk, and hopefully you guys will talk back to me, about the 10 things about food that I feel pretty darn sure about, having been working in this trade for this many years. It's like a disco in here. We'll take pictures at the end. So, I'm going to go through some points. I think I've got 10 of them that I want to talk about, that I would like to kind of embed in your brains. And I would like at any given time, because it's a small crowd, and I love playing small houses like this, you guys raise your hands, shout out, let's have a bit of a dialogue. I don't get to do that very often, so this is a nice thing. So over a 10-year period of time, these are the things that I feel pretty gosh darn positively sure about. Beware of Chinese chili. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years ago, there was an incident where cans of chili made and canned in China were coming to America and people were getting botulism, right? You remember that? And some of them were like bloating up on the shelves and exploding and things like that. Well, I have a question for you, America. Why exactly do we need cans of chili from China? What exactly do the Chinese know about chili that we don't? Nothing. Now, I'm talking about chili con carne, the stuff of cowboy fame, okay? I have nothing against Chinese food. I adore Chinese food. I don't think we have any business getting our chili shipped from China, okay? The reason that we've had our chili shipped from China and other foreign countries is because we wish to pay rock-bottom prices. Above all, America has come to value cheap more than anything else, including things that we put into our bodies through this hole in our heads. This strikes me as a very curious thing, because I can now spend 74 cents on a can of chili. Most of that money has gone into shipping it from the other side of the planet, and the food value of what is contained is practically, completely a mystery. We've got no idea what's actually in there. The reason that this has come to pass is because we place too little value on food, okay? The truth is, you shouldn't have a 74-cent can of chili. If you can't make your own 74-cent can of chili here in America, then you ought not have one, okay? Because when most of the expense of making food is getting it around half of the planet, something is really screwed up, okay? Bad. I don't want you to eat canned chili unless it's from America. And even then, I would argue, probably not. Anybody here actually like chili? Yeah. Chinese chili? Not so much. Now, if you're in Chile, and you find, in China, and you find chili be a whole other thing. Chili from Chile? I haven't seen any chili from Chile. I think it would be too confusing from a marketing standpoint. What would really be interesting is to go to Chile and have chili from China. You're into that, but I'm not sure that that's even legal, because of that spelling. So I'm certain that we need to beware of the Chinese chili. And of course, I'm only making fun of Chinese chili because it's exploding in cans on our shelves in the last couple of years. But I think any time that you go to a foreign country to get food, only because you can get it a lot cheaper, your values are seriously out of whack. Anybody want to argue about it? No. I like to argue. Let's argue about it. Fine. Chickens don't have ears. We have raised an entire generation of children. When my daughter gets married, my daughter's now 9. When she gets married, I can envision a banquet feast where there's a cake and a giant pile of chicken fingers. Because thanks to chefs who decided to have children's menus featuring chicken fingers, we are raising an entire generation of children who actually don't know the relationship between food and the animal or place that it came from, okay? Chickens don't have fingers. important distinction. When I was finally trying to break my daughter of chicken fingers, one day when she had a bunch of friends over, I came home from the Chinese market with some of these. And I fried them up, and I put them on a tray, and I popped them down in the middle of the table. Within 4 hours, I had like 13 phone calls from angry parents. I told them, there they are, that's what they look like before they grind them up. You want to see what goes into the McNuggets now? It's got a little hole in the middle of it. Okay, it's early in the morning. Traffic's a little slow. The point is, I've got nothing against eating chicken feet, but they're not the same thing as fingers, and the things that we put on our plates and call chicken fingers are, of course, not at all. And I think that the more that we teach our kids that separate food from where it really comes from and what it really looks like, the less value they actually place on the life that's given to go into the food, and then pretty soon, what are we doing? We're in Chile eating Chinese chili. We can't. Which we all know shouldn't happen. So I'd say that those of who's a parent? Who had a parent? Okay, hopefully that covered everybody. Make sure that your kids know what the food actually looks like. I know kids that go to the grocery store and have actually never drawn the correlation between a gallon of milk and a cow. And we laugh, because to us that's like, well, of course. So I actually remember when my daughter was 4 years old, brought her to New York City, was having dinner. Bobby Flay used to have a really great Spanish place called Bola. It doesn't exist anymore, but I used to really like this restaurant. I went there, and my daughter ordered the roast chicken. Now, this is my kid, someone who's supposed to be in the food intelligentsia, right? And we ordered her, she wanted to have chicken. Okay, we'll just have chicken. And she gets to have chicken, and comes, it's literally half a chicken that's been roasted, and it's sitting on a plate. She goes, wait a minute. Chicken is a chicken. And me and her mom are like, yeah. I knew you dropped her on her head. It's always carpet. But it's so easy for kids to have this, they don't automatically draw these lines. We're kind of like, yeah, it's a chicken. Is that cool? And she's like, did it just die? We're like, uh-huh. Chickens don't have fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Yes? They do. Well, yes, chickens do have fingers. There's got to be one in every place. They do, and it's out on the wing. You know what I'm talking about. It's not the same. You don't have any there's the leftovers from... Are you paleontologist? No, it's okay. You come to New York. Nobody anywhere else would have called me out. How many of those would it take to actually feed somebody, right? I mean, you have like 6,000 of those dogs, right? No? How many would it take? That could be where the McNuggets come from. Although I don't think so. I want you to take a close look. The image up on the screen. What is this? This is not edible. It is not food.